Gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite golf podcast, Closed Course. I'm your host, Blake Horseman, here with my co-hosts, as usual, Eric and Liam. Today's guest, very special, you guys. He made his name at the University of Georgia, where he led the Bulldogs to an SEC championship, earned first-team All-SEC honors, and finished as a Heisman Trophy finalist. He was then selected first round of the 2009 NFL Draft by the Denver Broncos, where he led the team in rushing and earned NFL All-Rookie Team honors. Beyond football, he's known for his resilience, faith, and perspective. And today, we're diving into his life after football and his newfound passion for golf. Please welcome to Closed Course, former NFL running back, Knowshon Moreno.
Hey, that was smooth right there.
That was a hell of an intro, Blake.
That was Chat GPT, baby. Well, yeah, you're the first big intro we've had, man.
No,
but
I
welcome.
love that.
Thanks
I
for coming,
appreciate it,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course,
Appreciate the
absolutely.
intro.
I know we want to get into a lot of different things, local, some golf things you're doing. But before that, what'd you think of the Super Bowl last night?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good start, but, Seattle was doing
Yeah.
their thing, man. Good defense
That
all
D.
year, you know what I mean? And kind of seeing Drake May kind of, take a step back a little bit, I guess.
I think
You
I
could
feel
say
like
that.
this whole
Playoffs,
playoffs
yeah.
he was
Yeah,
not
he's-
good.
Yeah, he's been struggling in the playoffs a little bit. I think it might come out because I know he was had some shoulder issues. I think it might come out that he was struggling with a little injury most of the playoffs. But I think I think even if Drake was playing, I don't think they could have beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't think so
I think
either.
that D is just too tough, man. Too tough.
Yeah,
And
so.
say what you want about schedules, because I know we got some shit about our schedule this year, the Broncos. But man, New England's schedule was easy. I mean,
Yeah.
You just
They,
play the teams that you face.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
what
it's
they
not
say.
their fault. Not their fault.
No.
They kept winning, but it was a
Yeah, it was boring.
yeah. It was first half especially, man. That was rough. 5 field goals. He ended up with 5 field goals in the game, and then, but yeah, I almost nailed it though. 30-14. I guess 30-14.
Wow.
29-13. Yeah, I almost nailed it.
Real close.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool.
Bet on that one.
Yeah, I know, man. Would have been
Well, we
nice.
saw you like 2 weeks ago out in Orlando. You were doing the Celebrity Skills Challenge. What'd you think of that?
That was a cool experience. I've never really been in any kind of competition like that, especially golf. I mean,
Yeah.
never, ever, right? And never did I think I would be. But no, that was a cool opportunity. There was some good people there that were involved in the challenge, of course, right? And then, kind of getting the juices, feeling those juices come back to you with the crowd there, right? You're like,
you about
I'm
that.
like, oh, snap, the crowd's out here.
know.
They're actually
Yeah.
watching, So I'm like,
We had
you know
a
what?
decent crowd too. I was kind of surprised.
There was.
Yeah,
Like
it just
6
kept
people.
growing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
yeah.
Cameras everywhere too.
For sure, for
We're gonna have to
sure.
add some more stands next year.
Yeah, it was fun.
If it's gonna be big like that, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, that was a cool experience, and then we got the victory. So
Yeah,
come on,
we got
that
the
makes
dub.
that makes it even better, right? So
I like asking like musicians or athletes. Like obviously you guys play or perform in front of thousands of people, but sometimes on a golf course, even if it's 200, it could still be like equally as scary.
oh, of course. I mean, well, it's because
You can kill somebody.
oh yeah, that for sure. That for sure. I mean, I didn't grow up playing the game either, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm necessarily good, And you want to compete and you want to do well, right? So I guess that's the biggest hurdle. Is like, yeah, the people are there, but you're like, damn, I just want to do good in this. You know what I mean, and football's a little different because
It's a team.
you've been
Team
team
game,
game.
yeah.
You've been doing it your whole life. You don't really necessarily hear the crowd. It kind of just goes silent actually out there when you just
Yeah.
you're in your focus, you're in the game. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is that I haven't really played the game for that.
Yeah,
long,
exactly.
But it was good. It was good.
For
Good
sure.
experience.
Blake, you did good. I was a little worried
I was
after the
worried about
warm up.
myself.
I was shocked. You carried the
I'm a
team
gamer,
on,
well.
on the flop wall.
The
Yeah,
flop. I'm a gamer, baby. When it's I'm not much a practice guy, but I'm a gamer when it comes to it. Step up.
Did you take any practice shots before the tournament
I
started?
did, yeah. Mostly it was
3 hours.
Right. He was up there.
He's like, yeah, I hit like 3.
ball.
Yeah.
But before they gave us, like, because we were messing around. It was like full like pickleball.
Yeah, or the
balls.
wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive wiffle balls.
really?
It wasn't like the foam balls.
No,
They
so
went and
that's
bought
true.
the foam balls right before because they're
Yeah.
like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, was this the first year they did this, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I think so.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
was.
wow.
Yeah.
First year they did it. They should do a full blown tourney.
Yeah.
Like athletes first style.
Or
They should do a full blown
Or especially like on that range because it's that circle range which I've never seen before. You could have challenges like a night challenge on every little hole.
You could do a lot of cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think that was our first time kind of testing it out, see how it was going to go, but I think it did well. A lot of people
I
there for
agree. I
sure.
think it was definitely better than they thought it would be. Too.
Yeah.
The weather was great too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. Do you hear about they canceled the
Yeah.
Sunday of the weather was so bad
The
in Orlando.
LPGA event, the
Yeah.
next one.
They
the
canceled
following
the-
week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
raining?
Yeah, it was like cold.
Yeah, it was like 30 degrees.
30 degrees. Yeah.
Sleet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Really?
Wild. Yeah.
Well, I remember when we showed up and they had those like wiffle ball things. I don't know if that was the plan because they were like, I think this might ricochet a little bit. And good thing they switched it.
Because those foams ricocheted big time.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those balls are coming back,
Yeah.
coming back hard. But no, yeah, that was a pretty cool setup.
You hit the glass too, didn't you?
Yeah, I hit the
you
glass. I hit the
did.
glass.
Yeah,
First shot
that's right.
glass.
Yeah,
It's
that
funny
was great.
because Tavares TK,
Yeah.
you know, he comes up to me before I got out there for the glass shot. He's like, "Hey, first shot, you breaking this glass?" And kind of
Really?
hyping me up. I'm like, "Yeah, I am hitting this glass." That's good. And sure enough, I go off there and hit it the first time. That's why
That's
the video
great.
I'm running right over
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
like,
I know what we're doing, yeah.
because we just had talked about it. But
Oh, that's funny. That's cool.
So what they need to do, I mean, since it was their first year doing this, they need to bring the winners back, don't you think?
Yeah, the windows are great.
100%.
You know
That
what
was
I'm
a
saying?
fun. That's a very
should.
really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skills
Winners
challenge.
got to come back.
Yeah, you got to defend your title a little bit.
Yeah.
for
Did
sure.
you go to the rest of the PGA show or did you just do that day?
Yeah, I did actually, and that was my first time ever even, going to the show. I mean, seeing all the different, of course, golf products
Yeah.
and software. I mean, the main reason why I was really wanting to go, and I was going is for software for my facility that I have opening up, right? So, just trying to find the right one. So that was actually really good that I was there to see that and get to meet with some of these different softwares. But the show was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The show was awesome.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
This is my first time
experience.
too.
Yeah, it's a
First
lot.
Yeah, it was
It's
crazy.
a lot to take in.
Yeah, you got to have a plan. I think know what you want to go do. Because I didn't even see any apparel. I was,
Yeah, everything
Further
is
back.
so
Yeah,
spread
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's insane.
It's insane.
So it's kind of a good segue. Talk about that next project you're working on right now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, opening up a member only indoor golf club. All right, really, thought about opening up something that doesn't necessarily exist. I mean, bays and bars kind of exist, right? But
Yeah.
I really want to incorporate the short game into these indoor facilities, right? So we'll have a big putting green, a big chipping area, indoors, right? It's real sand and stuff like that.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
hell
can
yeah.
really practice.
Yeah, how big is it? You said it was like
13,000 square feet. You know what I mean? So, I noticed too, going to a lot of these clubs, I get invited to a lot of private clubs, and the golf is cool, and that's what it's about, right? At one instance, it's about the golf, but it's really about the community. It's really about the people you meet, the networking, right? And that's what I'm trying to create with this indoor club is that, you get the right people together in one room. We're going to have great technology. But
Yeah.
It's about the people that want to come in, connect, network, build that community around golf and have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
it's great.
I'm interested to see how many people, even though there's a short game facility, just hammer driver all day on the
I know.
simulator.
I know.
Hopefully, people actually care about getting better and they just focus on the short game.
Well, selfishly, I was that person. I mean, I have a sim at the house. I have a small chipping area outdoors. But it's like, all right, well, when it's snowing, where am I going to go indoors that I can really practice my short game?
Yeah.
Get on the putt green and putt a 30-footer. Or, chip a 13-yard chip, onto the green and kind of work on my control and things like that. Just see how it's flying, right? It's different when
Exactly.
you're on the sim.
Yeah, the sim-
You don't see
Yeah.
the ball fly.
No, I
You know
don't.
what I mean?
Yeah, I don't trust the
You don't
chipping
see
and
anything
putting
on
on a
the sim.
sim.
No, it's
Yeah.
No, definitely the putting.
Yeah.
The putting's the worst.
Yeah.
Same with
Right.
chipping. Chipping's such a mind fuck on a sim.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
it's
There's
just
no.
weird.
You have
yeah.
no idea what the real distance is on that.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I
Yeah,
think that makes sense for sure.
And that's another something that's different from just the bars and the bays. You won't be putting into the screen. You'll be putting to actual holes within those bays too. Almost
Oh.
like the TGL kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's another
awesome.
thing that's different than a lot of these bars that just have bays in it.
Yeah.
And will you be doing like full leagues in there too?
Oh,
like
of
men's
course,
leagues and
of
all that
course.
stuff?
We'll have all the leagues. We'll have different events, throughout the whole year. One of the number one golf instructors, a couple years, Stan Sayers will be our golf instructor, right? So having people that well known in the business and has been doing it for a real long time are going to be at this facility. You know what I mean? So having access to people like that, I think it's a value.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna have you in there working on the Orlando game for next year.
Next year, get ready for
Team
next year.
practice once a week. Don't want to go out to
I'll be mad
Orlando and
about it.
lose next
Be
year.
mad about it. So where kind of area-wise for those in Denver, where are you gonna?
Yeah, it's off of Arapahoe 925.
Perfect.
So
Cool.
right next to Pendestry. I mean, a lot of people know where Pendestry is, so it's pretty much right next door to it.
Awesome.
That's a cool
Yeah,
spot.
for sure.
Yeah, it's a great spot and perfect for Denver. Yeah.
Well, one of our
For sure.
segments, we call it First Swing. So how did you get into the game of golf? Now it's going to be a big part of your life. How did
Yeah,
you get
no,
into
right?
it?
Well, I mean, I've always, well, not always. Let's not say always, because growing up in New York City, there was no golf course. I didn't see. There was only basketball courts. You know what I mean? And
Concrete.
schoolyards, concrete. That's it, right? So we practice on the concrete. You know what I mean? So it's funny because growing up, when you see them putting on the green, I thought they were doing that with the putter back in the day because I didn't know anything about golf. Yeah, I didn't know it was the green, the slope, the way the contours of the
So
green.
you thought they were like bending
I thought
it?
they were doing it with the putter. I'm like, and it's so funny to think back to that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
That's like
that.
shooting pool, like
Yeah,
putting the
but-
English on the ball.
So it's so funny thinking back about that. But no, growing up, like in college, that's where I kind of first started playing the game. Like when we had off days, we would go to Georgia Club and play a couple rounds and stuff like that. Still at that point, it wasn't something that I was like, oh man, I love this game. I need to do it every week. And then you get to the league, and we play. You play on the off season when you have time and things of that nature. And then during the lockout, what was that, 2011-ish, the NFL lockout?
Yeah.
Around that time, I really got serious about the game. I mean, we weren't working anymore, so I was out there like every day. I
Really?
was like, bro, actually, this game is dope, man.
Yeah.
And I'm getting good. I thought I was getting good. So yeah, fast forward to now, right before COVID was when, again, I got back into it because, football, went back, got my MBA in business, and then got my real estate license. I mean, my fiance started our own real estate business. And then right before COVID, I was like, started playing, and then boom, of course, COVID happened, and and then now here we are, kind of where it's like, man,
That's
I
cool.
love the game, I love what, just love being out there on the course and just walking and stuff like that, and just the relationships that you're able to build out here. You know what I mean? Get a couple of the guys together, you go out, hit a couple good shots.
Yeah.
You're happy about the couple good ones,
Yeah.
and you're just like, man, it's just cool to be out, right?
No,
So
totally.
love that camaraderie. It kind of brings you back to football, whereas like
Yeah.
you guys are in that. I mean, shoot, you're there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You gotta
better
have a
be
good crew.
You
for
gotta
4
be with a
hours.
good group.
You gotta
Yeah.
have a good
Yeah.
crew.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you gotta vibe.
You got to vibe, man. So, but I do love just the aspect of the game and, the numbers at the end of the day, because we're all trying to get better. And it's, competing with yourself, really. That's how I see it.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Even when you're competing with people on the field, I mean, on the course, you're just like, all right, yeah, we're competing, but really it's me versus the course and how well am I going to play? I mean, I can't control what you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's what golf's so special.
Shit, you can't even control what you're gonna.
Right,
Gonna do most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. So what's your handicap?
I'm at a 15 right now.
Okay.
But I've been playing really
Better than
well.
Blake.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about a 15. I think 12, but I'm probably closer to that. Yeah, but I'm probably closer to like 16.
Yeah, I've been playing really well lately. I just got fitted for a driver, so now I was just thinking I need to get back up and get fitted for some wedges.
There you go. Got a Dell
Right
here.
spot.
do
Wedges
it
is
right
next
here,
thing?
Yeah,
We'll
we
do it
bought
right here after the show.
Adele Golf about just over a year ago now. 25-year-old company, make like super high-end wedges, putters, irons.
I love that.
Yeah, I'll show
That's
you
what I
this
use
in.
in the skill shot. I need to
Yeah.
give me some handles. Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
for sure. No,
Yeah, that's what I
good
use
stuff.
in the.
We'll hit the sim after this. You can take
All
some
right,
reps.
yeah.
Take
Because I
some
mean, I got my irons already fitted, and now lastly was the driver, where I just got fitted last, and now I'm like, I feel confident because now I'm confident in the driver. You get
Yeah.
off that deck,
Yeah.
then you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I can find my ball. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't care where it's at. I can get out of that bad stuff, right? So, so next are wedges. So yeah, I'll be excited for
take a
that.
Look at them. And I feel like people always say putting is the most important, but I feel like until you get to a certain level, you got to be able to hit driver. If you can't
I
find,
still think putting.
That's an interesting question, and that was
I think it's
listen,
driver.
that was one of my big questions when starting, the Rockwell. It was interesting just to hear golfers talk about what's the most important part of the game. If everything was equal and you had three pros, everything being equal, but one person drove a little bit better.
Yeah.
One person approach game was a little bit better, and the other person putt game was better than the rest.
Yeah.
But everything else was even. Which golfer would you want?
Yeah,
would you want to be
exactly.
the bomber, but then your iron and putt game is just so?
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? So that was just a question I like to ask golfers.
I think on a pro level, I would take the short game and putting. But I think for like amateur golfers, if you can't keep the ball in bounds, you're never going to score well. So I don't know. I think there might be like a crossover once you hit a certain handicap. That like,
No, I love that.
But if you can't hit driver, you're just playing from behind.
Because I'm the ultimate scramble golfer.
Yeah.
Like I may spray my first shot, but I'll still get up there for either a birdie or a par. But then it's like I'll have the same amount of putts
Yeah.
that took me to get to the green. So I'll end up with a bogey where it's like, how did this just happen?
Yeah.
Right.
But then I'll have one putt for par. And it's like perfect.
Well, that's
so
what I'm
saying. It's
saying.
like that's why I think the short game is so much more because you could recover.
You can.
You can recover
You
score
on most
yeah,
pretty much all
or-
holes. Like
Okay.
except for like
You can
super long
recover
par
easier, I
fives,
think, off the box than the short game.
Oh,
Yeah. But like I play with people like Rory where it's like he can't get off the box.
That is true.
So then it's like he's hitting 3 from the tee, and then he hits it 100 yards. Then he's hitting 4, and he's 300 yards out. It's like
It makes me think of
you got to
like
be decent off the
It
tee.
makes me think a lot of like when my grandpa used to play. He used to smoke us all, and he would just 150 down the
Yeah.
middle off the tee.
Consistency
and
is
just
everything.
boom,
Yeah.
it's consistency. It's just boom onto the green, and then boom, putt, 2 putt. And,
Yeah.
and then I'd look, I'd be like, "How the hell are you beating me? I'm driving you by
I
300
know.
yards." You know what I mean? And then, but he's still,
That's
so
because
it
you
must have
might
been
have
the
hit
short game.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
short game. That's
because you hit
yeah.
it 300 yards left.
Yeah.
100 off
And then
the middle.
200, yeah.
So
and then-
it's like,
But it's like, damn, I'm like a better athlete, but fuck, you're killing me. It's like one of those things.
When you play with an old guy,
Yes.
he just whoops your
Yeah,
ass.
whoops
It is
your ass.
so
That's
frustrating.
that's like one of my Sparky Gonzalez, the old equipment guy for the Nuggets. Man, he
yeah.
consistently banana hook, lines up way left, hooks it 175 every time, up and down for par.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
consistent.
I love that.
It's crazy.
See, I'm taking short game. I don't know.
I think short game too. I would
I'm
agree.
taking short game because even now, like I said, I just hit a smooth 200 and change wherever it goes. Just let me find
Yeah.
it. But then after that, if I can get a nice approach shot and then that chip game, I've been putting well lately too. I think that's why my score is kind of lowering a little
Yeah.
bit, along with the getting off the box. But like 2 putt, if you go with 1-2 putt,
That's the thing is like if you get in 2 putt, you're golden. Like it's that 3 putt, 4 putt. That's where you just go.
Try for show, putt for
Yeah,
go, right?
yeah.
That's what they say. Putt
that's
for
what
go.
they say. I don't
That's
know.
what they
Because if you 2 putt, you should be playing
Yeah.
bogey golf.
Yeah, I
For
play.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You 2 putt, you should play bogey golf.
So what's pretty cool about you, because you don't hear it too much. A lot of athletes usually get into golf like after they retire, but it sounds like you kind of got into golf like while you were playing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
literally, I feel like it's a little more rare.
Yeah,
It's pretty
just
cool.
because I was doing it a little bit in college, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get with the fellas, and then in the off season we would play.
I'll say during the season, would you ever get out?
Nah, it's hard to do it during the season.
Yeah.
You don't have much time, and then on your off days, you want to just chill. You know what I'm
Very
saying? You want to
true.
recover. You don't want to do anything, and even on the bye week, you might want to go do something or just relax again, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, during the season's hard to do it.
And a lot of people don't realize like NFL is so much different than other sports like NBA, NHL. They go to practice for 1 hour in the morning, then go home, take a nap. NFL, like they're still in like school and work. Like they're in there 5, 6 in the morning. Don't get out till 5 or 6 at night. So they're
sure.
putting in crazy hours because you got to study film, work out, practice, study more film. A lot of people don't realize that, the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
no,
so you're
totally
like,
right.
like Sauce just said, you have literally no time.
No, you have no time. You have no time.
You just want to go home.
Yeah, they do a good
game.
job of Yeah, exactly. You feel me? Like they do a good job of just keeping the structure, and you kind of miss that too. The structure.
Oh,
It's like,
100%.
it's like, here, okay, now you're here, now you're in this meeting, now you're in that meeting.
Very
You're like
much,
crap,
very
it's
much.
3:00.
Yeah.
And then we're out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then you do the whole thing all over.
Yeah, because how many meetings do you have a day? Because you have your position group, then
You got your position group, then you got the team in, then you got special teams, then you might have another team in, another position group. You might have a players only, meeting. But they keep you in there. You're gonna have all your meetings, and then you gotta go out there and practice.
Yeah, and then cold plunge and sauna
yeah.
and all that,
Yeah.
like take care of the body as well. That's
Exactly.
crazy. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the season's obviously not very long, so I'm sure they just go hard for those couple months, and then it's kind of you're done.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it, man. It's the seasons are getting longer, which is crazy.
It is. It's crazy now.
especially in college.
yeah, 'cause, I mean, you think about it, the combine is in a week.
It's in a
Right,
week
a
already?
and a
No
half.
way,
Yeah, it's
really?
like the end of this month is
Whoa, I
NFL
didn't know
Combine,
that.
and then the draft is what, April?
Yeah, April.
Yeah.
April's the draft.
Damn,
April.
coaches really get no time off either.
Yeah.
Right back into
I mean, especially when you're in the Super Bowl and you win
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you have no time.
no time.
Well, I don't know about, no experience in winning it. I've gotten to one, but
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a wild, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So since you've retired, obviously you've gotten into golf. Have you played any really cool tournaments you've been in? Have you got, any celebrity tournaments, pro-ams, anything like that?
No, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. I do plan on doing a little more
Getting some
tournaments and getting up out there. But besides the challenge
start. Yeah,
at
yeah,
the PGA show,
Yeah.
it was the first one. And then I went to one of my buddies' member guests over at Padera.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was actually a great time. That was my
Yeah.
first member
So much
guest.
fun.
Member guests are so much fun.
When I experienced that, I was like, bro, this is so cool. Now I understand about the whole member guest thing. You got
Yeah.
your booklet, you got your name, you got the scoreboard. We were leading, in our flight one of the, for like 2 days, and then was like, what the hell happened? But yeah, that's the only thing I've done so far. But I do plan on doing a couple more things. But
For sure, they're fun. They're
love
a
them,
good time.
yes.
So out of some of the courses you play, what's been your favorite course, you think?
it doesn't have to be here local.
Yeah, it could be anywhere. Yeah.
Sawgrass was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I played out there. That was an awesome one. My buddy just came back from Pebble. He invited me too. He was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Man, I just can't go. I just can't go." And they had like the lodging and the golf.
They
all-
stay like on the cabin, like
I
on
think
the
so.
course,
I
and they
think
get to
so.
play all three
wow.
tracks.
Yeah, I think they did do all that.
That's
So
sick.
I'll stick about that one. But
Well, you should play in the Corn Ferry this summer. You
Yeah.
did that, right?
Yeah.
Last year?
mhm,
Yeah.
yep.
They
We'll
do
get
a
you in the
Corn
Corn
Ferry
Ferry.
event up in Colorado,
hang
and
on.
we always
Who's that?
sponsor.
Yeah.
So we get like 8 guys in the pro-am.
Yeah, come play in
Blake
the
played,
pro-am
Eric
day.
played.
is people out there?
Yeah, I had Alex.
Oh, yeah,
Singleton
yeah.
Yeah, you
play
played
last
with a
year,
pro.
Blake, yeah.
Like you play with a
that's so
pro the
Yeah.
day before the
Fun
tournament.
playing with a pro too, man.
Bro, how good are those guys?
God, dude, they hit
It's
it different.
insane.
Even the sound is just it's fun to
It's
watch.
just nuts. And to think about like those are Corn Ferry guys, obviously really good, but think about them to like
Times,
Scotty.
Right.
Like think about the
And these guys
Yeah.
are so tiny.
Yeah.
yeah, some of them are.
It's crazy. Pause that, but
I know. No, I get it.
They hit the ball. Fucking
No, that would be
wild.
sick.
It's super fun, yeah. And it's intimidating too. It was intimidating. There's not like a giant crowd,
Right.
obviously, but like
Yeah.
there's people
you
watching.
really have no
walking
gallery.
around.
But
No,
It's
at least
fun.
we did.
There's no gallery?
Other people might have.
like
and
yeah,
we-
a little, but not
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
It's the Corn Ferry.
played
but
in
it's
the
fun.
athletes first one though.
Yeah, I'm
There
gonna try
was
to
a
get you into
gallery
that one
there.
next month. The athletes first one.
Dude,
Yo,
talk-
just let
It's
me
a
know.
senior
Talk
PGA
about. I was the
event.
first one to tee off for the whole weekend.
Oh,
Gallery. They got me a walkout music. They got a speech bro gallery. I'm fucking shaking,
Introduction like Blake just gave.
yeah.
I'm like, holy fucking. And then, so what happened was my driver snapped on the plane, so I didn't have a driver the whole
Oh.
day, which I thought was in
gonna
my
do you a
favor
favor.
because I was like, I'll just back off a little bit. So I pulled
Right.
out my 3-wood, fucking duffed it about 25.
No. no.
That still keeps me up at
sick.
night. And I actually played.
Yeah.
Actually played decent too, but that one shot, literally, because everybody was like, oh, it was like one of those where nobody said anything. I was just like, oh,
Awkward silence.
man, yeah, it was so brutal, man.
Well, shoot, I
Really
done.
fun, though.
You know, TJ played in that too. This
Oh, he
year.
did?
Yeah, so many athletes playing.
Oh, it
all
was the
athletes
lineup.
first guys.
That is so
The
cool.
lineup was insane.
I mean, Puka sauce the whole time. It's
Sauce to giving
incredible.
Oh, that's
offensive
awesome.
player of the year damn near. Like crazy, dude.
Yeah, definitely let me know about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, it's a
It's
fun.
in Newport Beach the whole weekend. It's
a whole
a
3 days.
great experience.
Mhm. They do a bunch of like fundraising and
Yeah,
raise a ton
A
of
couple
money.
private events like
Are you gonna
parties.
play again, Blake?
I'm working on it. I'm
I'll see ya.
gonna have that
They-
call this week, and
He's not gonna get the first tee shot though.
I hope not, man. Fuck, the whole tournament. And it was cool because like when we finished, I was like, can I have my we have like full blown caddies with our names.
you
They had
wanted
our-
the bib.
Wanted the bib, and
yeah.
they were like, "No, we'll keep it for next year." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm in." So no, it's a really cool event though, super cool event. Yeah.
man.
So
That is cool.
yeah, so we'll have to get you in there.
How nervous were you?
Dude, I was losing. That's what I wanted to ask you because, like you said, it is different because it's you against everything else. Like as far, I mean, I guess you haven't played in front of too many galleries, but like what? Obviously, you played in the SEC. Like what, as far as like crowd and pressure? What's the what's the most you've ever felt?
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I know it's tough.
Because at the end of the day, it's you get nervous before the game. It is what it is. I mean, you just feel that that butterfly in your stomach. You just like, yo, I'm so ready. But after that first hit, it's over. After that first play, it's just like,
I'm
All right, now we're here.
Time to
We're
go to
here.
work.
It's time to go to work now.
And I think that might be a little different about golf too, because you don't really get that hit. You know what I mean? I feel like every shot,
Oh, yeah.
especially like big putts, you know, like you get nervous like you are beginning of a football game. Like I feel like that's why it's a little different as far as the pressure, because like
It almost
every
gets
single
more
yeah.
nerve-wracking as
At
you
the
go.
yes, that's very true.
You can't really have a breakdown because you're just
No.
on an island by yourself.
exactly.
You can't like go to the
Anybody.
sideline,
Yeah.
like disappear.
No, it's totally different. No, and like I said, I mean, I was pretty nervous for the challenge.
Me too. Yeah.
And I was of course I was the first one to miss it.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be the first.
No one wanted to be the first one to miss it, right? And of course, we get through the first round, we get to the second round, and I'm the first one to miss. I'm like, great. Well, at least the pressure's off now. Just go out there and hit it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say maybe. I mean, it's easy to say the Super Bowl just because you know, the anticipation leading up to it. You know, I mean, it's the whole week, and you're doing all these different media, and everyone's excited for it, and then it's finally like, damn, okay, it's the big game.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
the
you know what I
game.
mean? So maybe that was the most nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't really feel it at the end of the day.
Yeah, but especially like you said, like as soon as that ball snapped, the whistles, you hear the whistle and get hit in the head a couple times, you're good to go. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like you though. Like when you said you were like kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, your hands were a little bit. I was like, bro, chill out. I had to say that to myself.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, chill out. Just hit
Dude,
that
that
thing.
athlete's first one, I actually was the one who like I like knocked the ball off the tee, and I was like, God damn it, you know, dude, it was.
That's one.
Yeah.
You know, somebody in the background was like, one, you know, it's one of those. Yeah, dude, it was tough, and that was my first experience with the full gallery, and I was like, whoa, this is different.
And think about that compared to like waste management over the past weekend, like at hole 16, what that would be like, hitting that shot in front of all those people.
And there's money, lots
Real
of
money.
on the line. You know what I mean?
It's insane.
Not $2 a hole. You know what I mean? Crazy, man.
Did you watch any of that this weekend?
I watched a little bit of it.
Pretty
didn't get a
wild.
chance
You
to.
didn't get to. Yeah.
I saw what the whole thing with Hideki.
Yeah, he had a putt to win, and then someone
Somebody
like
fucking
yelled.
Yeah, I just saw
putt
that.
to
and he
win.
kind of like stepped off the putt.
It was
and he
2
missed.
times, I thought.
Yeah, then he went to the playoff hole, was about to hit driver. Someone yelled again, stepped off again. And then I think he hit it in the water after that. I'd be
it's
so pissed. If I was him.
they released the like hecklers like,
Yeah.
name and shit, and I was like, oh man.
And I don't think he said anything about it either. If that was me, I'd be so pissed.
Oh, dude.
I would be so
A
pissed.
lot of pros don't like that tourney, man, and I don't
Rory never
really
plays
blame
in
him.
it.
I don't really blame him. I mean, Tiger played in it like once or twice.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, really?
know,
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, it's fun, I'm sure. Like, what's his name? Fowler loves it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Ricky Fowler loves it, those guys. But that'd be a
People
hard
like that.
tourney, man. Especially if you're, I mean, there's money on the line. Like, this is people's
Oh
lives,
yeah,
You know what I mean?
And the
Like,
guys like fighting to keep their cards
Yeah,
and stuff. And if you hit the green, they'll still boo you. If you don't make birdie, they'll
that
boo
dude
you.
with Scotty,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like it's a par
But
three,
if
and
you're
they're
like
booing
one of
you.
those lower level golfers, you could really make a name for yourself at
Oh,
a
yeah.
tournament
That
like
too,
that.
though.
If
For
you
sure.
really have fun and like vibe out in front of that crowd.
Joel Damon eats it up. I think he had a
Oh, yeah.
football helmet
Didn't he-
on this weekend.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Oh, was he the one that had the
jersey.
Seahawks
Yeah, jersey
helmet? I
and
saw
helmet
someone
or
had
something,
the
yeah.
Seahawks
Who
helmet.
had the Moss jersey on? I thought that was
missed
another
that. I
guy
don't
too.
know.
Like I remember
always doing
last
weird
year,
shit.
one of the golfers that played at Clemson or golfed at Clemson wore the Hunter Tyson's Clemson jersey.
Oh, really?
last year, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I think Joel Damon took his shirt off last year. The
Yeah,
year
didn't he
before.
get like
A lot of people play into
suspended?
it.
I
Oh,
don't
really? He
probably got in
some-
trouble for
Yeah,
sure.
or fined heavily
Yeah.
for that.
Probably not allowed to do that.
Well, and next year, the Super Bowl's
Yeah,
the
Is
week
it in the
after.
end?
yeah.
So it's
next, It's
different.
Valentine's
Oh,
weekend
that's
next year. Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I like
So it's
that.
I don't-
different now.
yeah.
It's waste management.
So I used to love
and
when
the
it was
Super
during the
Bowl.
same time because you go
Yeah.
waste management and you hit the Super Bowl at the
Yeah.
same time.
Now, could you
Same week.
imagine if you have 3? I wonder if they're pushing back all the games because if you have 3 weeks off between Championship Sunday and Super Bowl, that'd be brutal. I think as
That's
a player.
too much. Way too much. That's a good question. And the Monday after the Super Bowl next year is a holiday. It's President's Day.
Maybe that's why they did it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
They should.
'Cause
It
that
always
should be a
Monday.
national
Yeah,
holiday
it should be.
anyway.
It should be. But yeah, that'll be cool though. That'll be a little different next year. But I didn't think about the time off thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have another segment we call Mulligan Moment. So if you could take a mulligan in your personal life, football career, maybe on the golf course, what would it be? One redo.
Yeah, you asked me this I think already one time. Maybe-
Oh yeah, I
we
think
did
I
ask,
did.
At the-
yeah, we
Yeah,
did,
because I remember saying I don't take mollies, man, in life. I don't take, especially in life, man. It is what it is. I mean, it's hard to say, because we all do, or have things that happen in our lives that you may want to change, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I can't take any mollies. I'm
That's-
sorry.
I
can't
like
take-
that.
Respect that.
I like
Is
that.
is there any opportunity that maybe you wish you would have taken? You know what I mean? Like maybe something popped up that you wish you would have.
Not necessarily. You always, you do think back about like different decisions that you make, and like, okay, what if I would have made this decision? What path would have left me down? I mean, honestly, it probably would have left me down the same path. You just take a quick, veer off, and then you come right back onto the same path that God has for you, right? But I do always think about like, because I left here after the Super Bowl, have an opportunity to go to either Miami or to go to the Pats. To the Patriots. Josh McDaniels was going. He drafted me here, and he was going back, to the Patriots. So I had the opportunity to go back to them, and they won the Super Bowl that year. So I always think like, damn, I could have had a Super Bowl with Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows, right?
Yeah. South Beach was calling.
Yeah, South Beach was calling, man. I loved it out there with some good people. And then I got my NBA out there too. So again, right? So it's like I would have never had that NBA. I would have been shooting, Boston doing that thing, and who knows what would happen. But it would have been kind of interesting to have a Super Bowl, play with two greats. Going from Peyton to Tom would have been ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that would have been
two of the goats. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that would have been nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I think about stuff like that, but I'm definitely happy with what happened.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I guess it all happens for a reason.
exactly.
That's crazy. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but what was it like playing with Peyton?
Man, it was awesome. Playing with all the different quarterbacks I played. I mean, I played with Stafford in college, and that was awesome.
That's
And
crazy. He's still playing.
I know. I think about that. I'm like,
Not
bro,
only playing but winning MVP.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm like,
mean-
this guy. We came out together. I'm like, bro, are you still doing it? It makes no sense.
On the highest level.
Yeah.
He's got some weapons.
He's
though.
sick. He's sick, man. So so playing with him, and then getting here, playing with Kyle, and then playing with Tebow. It's all just different aspects, just different players. Bring different qualities to the game, right? And then you get Peyton, which is like 10 steps above everyone. And it's like, bro,
Mount Rushmore.
This is crazy. And it was awesome because it really allowed me to be able to step my game up, I guess you can say, right? Because you want to be on the same page as him. I mean, you have to be. If you're going to play with him, you have to be, the same page as him. He's, of course, 5 steps ahead of everyone, right? But, like, challenging my brain in a different way, not just physically, but, like, mentally and, like, being able to, be out there in the slot and he gives me a signal and I'm like, shit, that's. What does that mean? I'm like, wait a minute, that signal. We haven't had that signal for like 3 weeks. Like, why is he throwing me that? But he sees something and he throwing me a signal. I'm like, I'm gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? And then we score, whatever the case may be. So I think that was so awesome just to see where the game can go and like how smart of a guy he could be, a quarterback, and never really played with a guy like that besides Stafford. But yeah, it was awesome to being able to play with a guy like that. And he just, elevated everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
He elevated everyone. So
Everybody's got to elevate their game to play.
Yeah,
to
sure.
keep up with him. Yeah,
I loved it, man. I loved every bit of that. And we set some good records.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I think Stafford's still playing. He played with you.
I remember y'all's team, Georgia, man.
insane.
That team was insane. Y'all's team was
Yeah, we had some
stacked.
pieces,
Dude,
man.
your team was stacked. I remember that team.
We had some pieces. I mean, AJ Green is a big name. A lot of people. I'm just thinking, Houston, Justin Houston. You got freaking what you call it in the middle there, Big Geno Atkins. Y'all remember Geno? Big Geno,
He had
man.
such a career with the Bengals.
Yeah, boy, balled out. I mean, Rashad Jones, like safety. We had a lot of really good guys on that team.
Well, maybe your Mulligan moment was you should have got NIL money back then.
Oh,
That could be your Mulligan moment.
How
Now
much
you're
do you
talking.
think you would have made in your heyday
Man,
with this
Chum.
money going around these days?
I don't know, man. That would have been nuts.
You would have made more than the NFL career.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
most of these kids are.
probably. I mean, because
You stay all 4 years now.
I know. Yeah, for a fact, I know for a fact I wouldn't have left early. I mean, I left early. I've only played 2 years in college and then left. Right. So I mean, no, definitely would have stayed all 4 years. The question would have been though, honestly, but I'm not that kind of guy to just be leaving. Like, how long would I have stayed at Georgia?
Yeah.
I think is more the question. I
Yeah, you're a
love
free
Georgia.
agent every year.
No, but I love
I see
Georgia.
what
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can go wherever you want.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have stayed.
And that team, you guys were ranked top 5 like every year.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were right.
Yeah, we
there.
were number one at one
Yeah,
point.
that one. Yeah, I remember the
That 1
Sports
year.
Illustrated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see the NIL doing to the tradition of football? Because like I feel like with everyone hopping around, like the tradition of Georgia's insane. every SEC school.
Yeah.
Now kids will go play at Utah.
Yep.
North
And
Carolina.
yeah, it's like the tradition I feel of the game
Indiana.
and integrity of the game is kind of like sliding.
It is a little bit. You can definitely say that, and definitely the rivalries have kind of taken a step back a little bit. I guess you can say, because I mean, even for Georgia, who do we get? We got ETN, right? He was at Florida, and then he came to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
that would never happen back in the day. It would never be
Yeah.
like
That's
rival
like going
team.
from the Celtics to the Lakers.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
Like you can't do
No.
that, right? So that's different, right? I mean, even growing up, I didn't know anything about the rivalries. Like I hardly really even watched sports and football. I mean, you knew the Reggies, you knew, you know, the Adrian Petersons, you knew those guys, right? But I didn't really spend too much time watching it. But when I got down into the atmosphere, I was like, oh, this is real. Like, I love this. And every game, like you said, is a rivalry game in the SEC. You know what I mean? Especially that Georgia-Florida game. I mean, like, come on. You know? So, yeah, it's taking a step back with the guys just always just leaving now. But it is what it is. You know, game has to evolve. And it's going to be something else that, you know, comes up.
They just need to regulate it.
Yeah.
You know?
just
They need
can't
to-
have, like,
Yeah,
they
it's just
gotta
so
put some
crazy
rules.
too. Like college teams have GMs now.
I know. It's
That
weird.
is
That's
so
insane.
wild.
It's crazy. Got to, though.
You
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
the
that's it.
salary cap
Yeah.
teams. In
That's all.
college?
Yeah, I
Like,
think you
it's
have
so
to.
wild.
I think you have to start salary capping positions.
how you do
team,
it.
because like it's starting to. I mean, what did
it's
Miami
like-
quarterback? What did he? Didn't he have to get like?
Yeah, he had like
Yeah.
8 mil.
8 mil.
I think he had like 8.
Insane.
Yeah,
That's
he
like
had
even
8.
I think Shador was up there like at 10
Oh,
or
yeah,
11
yeah,
when
yeah.
he was here last year.
Just the money he brought to Boulder
Yeah.
alone. Yeah,
True.
jersey sales and shit like that. Yeah.
Well, my thing is this: even if there's no salary cap, I just think that if you're a young man and you sign a contract and you say that you're gonna be, you know what I mean, play for that team, you know what I mean, you got to play for that team, like
Yeah.
at least 2 years. At least give them
That's
2.
a good point. Yeah.
Give them 2.
Good 2.
You know what I mean? Do what you say you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And then, of course, the school has to do with it because there's been situations I've heard of some guys like where, you know, a school promised them this a certain amount and they go there and they don't get that, right? So
Yeah.
it has to work both
That's
ways.
fair, yeah.
It has to work both ways. So
And I know the argument is like, well, coaches fucking bail all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
You know,
Lane,
look at-
Lane
yeah.
just
Lane.
went to LSU.
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, so
He
yeah,
didn't give
it's
a
an
fuck.
interesting-
right.
Zero.
He took
fuck.
that money. Yeah, he took that pay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you go back now that you know that you
Yeah.
make all this money. It's like, how do you backtrack that?
Nah, you can't.
Lids off the cookie jar now.
It's
I'm
just-
sure you were still taking care of it, Georgia, though.
No, I wish.
You can now talk about it now. shit.
No, I wish.
I'm
I wish. I also said back to. I mean, you saying how much? I mean, I think we could have did
Pretty well.
pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a really good team and we were good, and yeah, it would have been crazy. Yeah, that's the Mully. That's
it is.
definitely the Mully.
That's your new one.
the new Mully.
You're welcome.
Goodness.
New one.
Goodness.
Well, yeah, we already asked you pretty much all of our segments. Did we ask you all of them? I think
Yeah, I think we
probably
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
Yeah,
June
yeah.
I know
Okay.
Liam has a question he's been wanting to ask.
What? Oh, the teardrop.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
He's
sure.
like, oh.
I was like,
Oh.
I was just like, I don't even know how you bring that up, but like, how many times you get asked about this teardrop? What happened?
Every once in a while you do.
Yeah.
It's funny now.
How did this? How did that happen?
The
Slow
national
motion.
anthem?
Yeah. Slow motion. Gets
Yeah,
you,
slow motion got you. That's
you
what
know,
it was.
slow motion looks. Everything in slow motion looks really good. No, but it's funny. I mean, yeah, I would always get emotional before games. Honestly, I mean that stemmed from always from high school.
Really?
You know, high school. You know, just taking that moment just to reflect and, you know, be grateful and thankful and how blessed I am, you know what I mean, just to play the game, you know, and everything else that comes along with it, right? So it was just my time to kind of just take it all in, you know what I mean? So that it would always happen. They just decided to catch that one. It was a good one. It was. Definitely was a good one that day.
When you saw that, were you like, "Oh shit, like that's crazy," or were you
I
used
was
to?
just probably laughed it off like, what? And then now you always see it. I'm just like,
They have it in like the hype videos sometimes. And stuff. Yeah. No, I mean it's iconic. I'm not gonna lie. And I was the same way. I would get super emotional before games, but I would also get like my stomach. Like I get like sick. Like Josh Allen, he says he like throws up.
Oh, really?
I think I'd rather get emotional than vomit before every game. and
yeah, I
everything.
don't know about the vomit.
I mean,
but-
back in the day, you used to take an AD, an adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
You gotta let it out somehow.
Yes, you do.
Nah, but yeah, man, you gotta let that emotion out. But I loved it, man. That was my time. That was my time to pray for both sides of the field. You know what I mean? And just kind of, again, give thanks. And then it's like, let's go, bro. It's time to go.
Do you miss? I mean, obviously, how long have you been out of the
I
league
think
now?
2016, 15, 16
okay.
season, if I'm not mistaken.
Obviously, the camaraderie a lot of people miss. Do you miss? Yeah,
That's what it
most
is.
more. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what it is at the end of the day. And then, of course, game days were awesome because you're just going out there and playing in the game that you love and just entertaining. But no, you definitely miss the locker rooms, the camaraderie. You know what I mean? So that's what's awesome about even being here in Denver. There's a lot of guys that stay here.
A lot.
You know what I mean?
I always say that. It always shocks me how many people
Yeah.
stay in Denver.
So every first Wednesday of or second Wednesday of the month, we try to get a nice little group of alums together and kind of just go out and get breakfast in the morning. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's
So
super.
it's kind of cool. You kind of get that feeling back where it's just the locker room, everyone's just having fun, just talking about stuff, and it's a good old time.
I think that's the greatest thing about Super Bowl week. Like, I just got back from San Francisco, and you just catch up and see everybody, and you just pick up right where you left off, even if you haven't seen them in 6-7 years.
And it don't feel like 6-7 when you see them either. It's like, I know it's been a minute, but like, dang.
I'm hearing you drop years, and I've known you since you're a rookie. I'm like, fuck, we are
That's
old as
crazy,
shit
right?
now. Like, God,
That is
weird. You're saying
how
you
did-
retired 10 years ago. I'm like, fuck, really?
Yeah, it makes no sense how.
God damn, I remember like card nights at your house.
You
Like,
know, had to
days,
have
man.
those.
Jeez.
Exactly, man.
So how did you two meet? I'm always curious how Eric meets everyone in the world.
Yeah.
Literally.
Probably just through other teammates because, like, when I'm always around everybody, it's just you need something, you holler at him. Like, whenever his rookie year, I probably knew everyone that was on the team anyway, and then we all run together and
Right.
go out, have dinner,
around,
drinks, just chill and become friends.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. Every time I ask someone that, no one ever has like a solid answer either. It's always like, yeah, we run in the same group.
Yeah,
I'm like, I want a fucking answer from
I want to know
somebody.
exactly how y'all met.
Yeah, I want to
Exactly.
know a real answer, and I've never gotten one.
that is the real answer, though.
That
It's
is.
honestly
Yeah.
it. Like,
Well, even our story of how we met, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, we
thing.
gotta do the same thing. Well, he was here in the retail store.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's like the same thing. It's crazy. Well, maybe tell the people where they can find you and kind of the updates when you're opening your spot.
Yeah. Do you have a name for the spot yet?
Yeah, the Rockwell. The Rockwell Golf Club. So you can go find that on rockwellgc.com if you want to sign up or put your name in. And then, of course, on Instagram, same thing, the Rockwell Golf Club.
Awesome.
Or you can follow me on my personal. I'll be putting updates and stuff on there as well. What I don't even know what my handle is. I think it's 2K_Moreno7.
There you go. We'll tag you. We'll
Yeah,
get you
yeah.
in there.
So-
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, man. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you so
thank
much.
you. Thank you
Always
guys for
good.
having me.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
do it
of
again.
course,
I
of
do
course.
think we're gonna have to have a little Wednesday night competition. Maybe
Yeah.
us,
Sim.
let's do
maybe
it.
us two
Sim.
versus you two
Little
or
sim.
something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Down for that. And
'Cause
dude, at your new
same-
spot too.
Oh,
we
yeah,
could do
sure.
some
Yeah,
content
we
over
do.
We
there.
do a whole
We
bunch
do
of
a bunch
stuff
of
at the
stuff.
spot.
Yeah.
Once
That'd be
it's
fun.
maybe
That'd be
we could do
super
a putt contest. We'll do some chipping contests.
Yeah, there you go.
All
There you
that
go.
good stuff.
Cool.
I like it.
We're already honorary members, so
Yeah, exactly.
we'll trade
Love
content
it,
for
love it.
membership.
You already know. You already know.
All right. Well, thanks for
Appreciate
listening, everyone. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
I was born for survival. Look straight in the eyes of a tiger. You should warn all my rivals. I aim for them like a sniper. Got the heart of a lion. There ain't no denying. Made a promise I plan to keep. Blood, sweat, and tears. Now we're about to shift gears. I'ma knock you right off your feet. Can you hear the thunder roll? Welcome to the jungle. I'ma take what's mine and take what's yours. Lord, have mercy for the coming storm. So bonafide you can't ignore. it's a cold day about to get colder. I was raised by a fire, tensions getting higher.